everyone, I made a stand-up loaded bag flip. I've been inspired by all these videos here on YouTube, the loaded envelopes, the loaded bag flips, all so gorgeous. So I thought I'd create one, but this one I did a little bit different. I want it to be able to where I could stand it up. So when I gift this to someone, they can display it either on their shelf or they can display it on their craft table or somewhere in their craft room, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I'm going to show you at the end of this video how to make one of these, but first I'm going to share with you the one that I created. I used Prima's Sweet Peppermint Collection designed by Frank Garcia. Really gorgeous vintage Christmas collection, and what I love is that Prima has in their collections everything from the 3x4 cards to the 4x6 to the chipboard adhesive, ephemera, flowers. The collections are just perfect to make these bag flips with. I did use several of my dies to add on to it. So let me show you. So the front of the pocket here, you can see I used the coordinating flowers and leaves. I used the adhesive chipboard stickers, lots of the embellishments here. This is a die that I have. It's a deer die. I found this on eBay. It's a really cute deer. And then I added Prima's doily on the top there. So I did, you can see here a lot of layering. And then it's an expandable pocket, so it will be able to fit more embellishments inside. Now inside of this pocket, I'll show you what I added. This is a die that I used, a Brenda Walton. It's a post-it note cover die. So it just opens up like that, and you can put little post-it notes in there. And this is a deer die. Again, I purchased on eBay. Really cute little deer. Here's where I use the 3x4 cards. These are Prima's sequins, these really pretty mint sequins. I added some of my stars and beads. So you can make a really fun shaker. I posted a video on how to do this with Prima's 3x4 cards. This is using that Momenta envelope die. So again, I added the 3x4 cards in there. This is another chipboard adhesive sticker. So these are the cards, really cute cards. I created a paperclip rosette using a Brenda Walton die. This is again another cute adhesive chipboard sticker of Santa. This is another 3x4 card. I created a paperclip bow using again my favorite MFT dainty bow die. And then these are the 4x6 cards. So you can see they fit perfectly into this pocket. Now this is where this part of the bag flip flips up. So you can see it flips up like so. Now I accidentally punched the hole on the bag, which I wasn't supposed to. I was only supposed to punch it on this part of the bag flip. That's why it doesn't open up all the way. You can see here. But it's still okay. I mean, I'll know next time not to punch the hole in the bag. But this part, it can be a built-in card. You can embellish this if you want. You can add a photo up here. So lots of possibilities there. And this is where it stands up. So you can see on the side view here, that's how it's able to stand up. Okay. And then on the top here, I used a Brenda Walton butterfly die. I used the coordinating sweet peppermint embellishment. This is a cute glass with a Christmas tree and snowflakes in it, and it's hung by this really pretty Prima embellishment here. And then I added some of the wheat jute on the top and created a bow, and then I used my Martha Stewart butterfly punch. Now the bag itself is just with one 12x12 sheet of paper. And then the inside, I'll show you what I put inside. Okay, so this is a Biggs Pro die. It's a scallop pocket with tag. So I just made some tags here. There's another tag on the back. And it has these pre-punched holes, so I just ran the jute around it and created a bow. and then I layered it with this ephemera die cut piece that says Joy, and then the chipboard sticker. This is a new die that I got by Magnolialicious. It's the Dutch House die. It's super cute, so I made it into an ornament. That's the back. And then of course I had to make a Julie netting tag, so I used the Armour tag pad, and then inside is the Julie Knitting Doll stamp Gina. She's so pretty. And then I layered it with some flowers, adhesive chipboard stickers, and then the 3x4 cards and the ephemera. Super fun. Okay, so that's really fun to make. I mean, it's really cute, and I loved all the videos that I've seen of the gals making their bag flips or loaded envelopes, and I thought I'd give it a try, and I really love how it turned out. So let me show you how to make one of these. You're going to need, it doesn't have to be double-sided paper, it's just nicer to have double-sided because of course you can see the other side. So this is the part that makes the bag. So this is 12 inches wide by 8.5. And again, I always put the measurements in the description box just in case. On the 12-inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and then 1.5. And then 6 1/4, 6 3/4, and 7 1/4. And then you're going to turn. Okay, this is the top of the bag and this is the bottom. Then you're going to score at 8 inches. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to do a mountain, valley, mountain fold. Do the same thing to the middle here. So mountain, valley, mountain fold. So you're going to get something like this. So you can see it creates the bag. Okay? So now what you're going to do is you're just going to cut these 3 small tabs. You're going to leave this tab down here, and then you're going to cut the rest of this out. Okay, so let's do that. So we'll cut these 3 little tabs out. And I do cut it at an angle. That's optional, you don't have to. And then I cut at an angle here, and then I cut all these out. So just cut all these out here. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Now you're going to take some double-sided tape. You can use a really nice strong wet glue. It's up to you. But just keep in mind that you are filling in the bag with goodies, so you want to make sure your adhesive is strong. So you're going to add it on here. This is some Prima double-sided tape. It's the 1/4 inch wide. So you're going to add it to this tab, and then you're going to add it to the inside of the bottom tab. Okay, so then all you're going to do is just peel this out, and you're going to close it. Okay, and then you're going to peel this out, and you're going to fold it. Okay, so that's how you create the bag. So you got your bag here. Okay, now you're going to create the pocket and the flip part of it. Now when you cut your bag here, you're going to be left with a 3.5 by 12 inch piece. Keep that, because I'm going to show you that you're going to make the 2 sides of the pocket with that piece. So this was originally the 12-inch piece. You're going to cut 2 pieces. So you're going to cut 2 by 3.5 and then another piece. Okay. So on the 2-inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and then 1.5. And you're going to do that to both pieces. Okay. And then you're going to fold, do again the mountain, valley, mountain fold. Same thing with this piece, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, so that's going to be the sides of your pocket. And then you're going to take this piece, that's going to create the flip and the pocket. So you're going to need a 4 3/4 wide by 12. Okay, so 4 3/4 by 12. Now on the 12-inch side, this being the top, you're going to score it 1/2 inch and then 8 1/2. So when you fold in that 1/2 inch piece, you're going to add your adhesive. So go ahead and add your adhesive. And that's going to get glued to the top of the bag. So you just fold it down and then you just glue it to the top. Just make sure it's lined. Okay. And then this piece right here where you scored at the 8 1/2, you're going to fold that up. Now you'll notice, of course, the opposite side is going to make the direction of the image upside down. What you can do is, I just layered mine, so that extra little piece that you had from the bag, I just cut a piece and I cut it to 4 3/4. Okay, so you could do that. So don't throw that extra piece. Okay, because you see here when I layered mine, you can't even see it anymore. So once you embellish it, it's going to get all covered up. Okay, so that makes the flip part of it. Okay, and then you're going to add these pieces to the side. So you're going to add your adhesive. You can add it to one side. I'm going to flip it, add it to the other side. So you do that to both pieces. And if you want it to expand more, you can just add another inch to it. So instead of 2 inches, you can make it 3 inches. If you want to expand more, depending how much, of course, you're going to fill in the pocket. So just take those out. And then you're just going to add it. I just line it up like so. Do that with this piece. And again, just line it up. Okay, and then just fold it in. Okay, and there's your pocket. Okay, see? So you have your pocket now. And then it just, see, it stands up. Okay? So there you have it. It's, you know, a super fun project. And you can use any design paper. I love, you know, Primus paper because it's very thick design paper. And it's double-sided, so you can see both sides. And then you could just embellish it however you want, fill it in with whatever goodies you want, and that's how you create it. Thanks for watching. Bye.